Nicholas, Nathaniel, and Ben Salem townhome. It's Ellington Court. New customer, but he's on the street of ones that we mow. So starting in the backyard. We wanted this tree out, but I told him we're not going to be able to help him out with that. But we're going to price out to clear out all this brush and debris down here. So, you know, rake it up, tarp it, drag it to the street. It's a little bit of a way, not super far, but a little bit, like a corner house here, caddy corner. Anyway, rake it all up, get it out of here, brush, cut it, string trim it. This one is like a weed / tree thing growing up here. He wants that gone. All the funky growth that's growing on this plant, he wants gone. Disclaimer too, you know, like standard, I don't think any of this is poison ivy that I know of, but just to be on the safe side, I'd wear gloves, I'd wear the long sleeves. You know, we always wear pants or whatever, but you know, try to cover up a little bit just in case. Anyway, ultimately you can see there's a bush under here, the red bush. He wants that to be seen and he wants that to be trimmed, but you have a funky weed kind of growing up through it. So he basically wants that cut out and he wants this to be back to just a bush, and then you can trim that bush. Once you get this funky weed out of here, you can then trim the bush up. You got some more brush down here to get out. So that's right here. This bush is kind of a similar thing. So the green is a weed that's kind of growing up through it. So do your best to try to, probably the best way to do it is kind of get in there a little bit with some snips or something, to try to snip it out, because you can't just hedge clip it because you'll still have the weed like in there, just less visible. So you'll kind of have to probably reach in there a little bit with some hand snips, snip out the best you can, and cut it out. And you can see it's actually like so funky, it's starting to grow and connect with like this tree over here. So you want to cut all that out, get it down to just a bush, and then like trim the bush up. So that would be that. All right, this bush right here. So scope of work is just, it's all trimming, breaking away the clippings and all that. I didn't make that clear in the beginning of the video, but that's what this whole job is, just bush trimming and such. This one's a pretty good size bush. Definitely gonna need like probably the 8-foot ladder with the extender pole. And he wants to bring this down dramatically. He said to about 8 foot. So, you know, probably about a little higher than that maybe he wants to bring it down to. So cut that down pretty dramatically. I'd say a little bit, maybe a little bit higher than that shed. Probably the top of that shed is close to 8 foot. So for reference point, but use your judgment. Just try to clean it up a little bit and shape it up, but just cut it back dramatically. You know, trim it off the shed a little bit. This pile of brush and debris and crap, just haul it out of here, get that out of here. Nothing to do with either of these plants. However, this one, he asked if we can cut just this branch that's sticking out right here. So just this one, if you can cut it. I think he started to try, he said, and he had trouble getting it off. So anyway, just like cut that down as far down as you can. Actually, you know what? I wonder if you wanted to cut it. You know what? Actually, no, I'm sorry. Just cut it right here. I think he was trying to cut it here to have it the same like length as the other ones, sort of. So just cut it. You'll see he tried it with his chainsaw, but I think he wasn't able to get through. So anyway, you're just cutting off that little spot right here, basically. All right, then moving here, just light pruning, shape into that bush. Pruning, shape into that bush. And then the last big trim job will be this one, another 8-foot ladder with extender pole and such. Said he's looking to bring this down to about 7 foot, so a good bit trimmed back, not like completely obliterated, but definitely trimmed back a good bit, square it off, you know, try to get it nice and round the best you can. It's kind of sticking out into his yard. And then it goes all around, so just trim the thing all around. And then the top, it's a good sized bush. It's, 7 foot by close to 20 feet long. So trim all that up, all the clippings, all the debris, haul it away. I'll check in with them when we're coming in advance so that we can just put the dump right in the driveway. It's probably your best bet. Or if it's easier even to kind of put the dump kind of right there, whatever's easiest for you, probably the driveway. And that's